Good morning, students. Beta, today our topic is application of refraction of light. Applications of refraction of light. So our main topic is beta real and apparent depth. Any object which is kept in the denser medium, but you see eye is here and it is viewed through the rarer medium, what will happen? The object will appear to be raised up. Means to say its real depth will be more, but it appears to be shorter one. So many examples you can take from your daily life, like you are going to a pond, there are so many fishes you are seeing, and you will try to catch them. You are thinking they are near the surface only, but actually they are not there, they are at the depth. Then beta, second example you can take when you are keeping your legs in the water, and when you will look through the water, what will happen? You will see that they appear to be shortened. They appear to be short. Why they appear to be short? Because you are watching through the air, but your legs are in water. So due to refraction of light, they appear to be short. So any object which is kept in the denser medium, when it is viewed through the rarer medium, it appears to be at less depth, and we have to prove it also. Now O is any object which is kept in water. From O, from object, we have to take two rays. One ray is going normally, so it will go undeviated. Second ray is OB. OB is the incident ray. So ray is going from water to air, from denser to rarer medium. It has to bend away from the normal. So BC will bend away from the normal. BC is refracted ray. We have to produce this refracted ray backward beta, and where that ray is meeting, that is that object's image will form there. Now what we have to do in maths beta, you have studied two parallel lines are there and one transversal is there. This L and M are parallel lines. This is a transversal beta, and you have read this angle 1 and angle 2. These are alternate angles. Here also try to understand by this concept. OA dash. Now firstly try to understand OB is incident ray, and this one N dash is normal. So angle between incident ray and normal will be angle of incidence. BC is refracted ray. This N dash is normal. So angle between refracted ray and normal will be angle of refraction. Now beta, why we have written here I and R? That we have used this concept. These are two parallel lines. A dash O and N dash are parallel lines, and this OB is a transversal. So this angle will be equal to this angle. That already I have told you, because they are on the either side of the transversal, so they are alternate angles. In the same way, again same parallel lines are there, but now this IC will be the transversal. So beta, this like that parallel lines, this is a transversal, and I think everybody knows these are corresponding angles. This angle R and this angle R, these are corresponding angles. If this is angle R, this one will also be angle R. Why we have done this? Because we have to now take two triangles. Firstly we will take AOB, we will find the value of sine I. Then we will take AIB, and for these triangles we need angles. That is why we have used this concept. Now we have to find the value of mu, refractive index of air with respect to water, because rays are going from water to air. So refractive index of air with respect to water will be sin I by sin R. But beta, sin I and sin R we don't know the value, so what we will do? We will find their values. How we will find the value of sin I? Sin, you have to take triangle AOB. In right angle triangle AOB, sin I will be equal to, sin I is beta perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So perpendicular is here AB, and what is hypotenuse? That is OB. In the same way, sin R, for that you have to take triangle AIB. In triangle AIB, sin R will be equal to AB divided by IB. Now beta, substitute the values in this equation. So refractive index of air with respect to water will be equal to, sin I is AB over OB divided by AB over IB. So solve it beta, AB over OB multiply by IB divided by AB. AB and AB will cancel. So refractive index of air with respect to water will be equal to IB over OB. Now this point B is lying very close to point A. So we will suppose that these points, we can replace B by A. So it will be equal to IA over OA. So the reason will be B is lying very close to A. So we will replace B by A. So it will become IA over OA. These we have shown them at a far distance so that we may easily understand the diagram. But beta, actually we have to find the refractive index of medium with respect to air. So what we will do? We will apply the principle of reversibility of light here. It will be refractive index of air with respect to water. So you will just reciprocate it. It will be IA over OA, or you can say it will be OA divided by IA. Now beta, what is OA here? OA was the real depth. It is real depth. And what is IA? Where object appears to be, divided by apparent depth. Now how much shifting of the object is there? This is shift beta. This OI is shift. Actually object is here, but it appears to be here. So shift is equal to the difference of real depth and apparent depth. From here beta, we can find the value of apparent depth from here. So apparent depth will be equal to real depth divided by mu. Apparent depth is equal to real depth divided by refractive index of medium with respect to air. Now for the numericals you have to use this formula. One formula is this one, mu is equal to real over apparent depth. Second formula, if they will ask you about the shift, if both these things are given to you, then you can directly use this formula. Otherwise better we can substitute here real depth. If apparent depth is not given to you, refractive index is given. then in place of apparent depth we will use real depth divided by mu. Now we can take real depth common. Real depth will be taken as common. It will be 1 minus 1 divided by mu. Now beta, this shift depends upon which factors? Shift depends upon factors on which shift depends. First factor is beta on the refractive index. On the refractive index. More will be the refractive index. More will be the refractive index, means more will be mu, more will be shift. Second factor is on the thickness of the medium. On the thickness of the medium. Thickness means more will be the denser medium, more will be shift. More will be the density of the medium, more will be shift. Then third factor is upon the wavelength of light. Upon the wavelength of light. More will be wavelength, more will be wavelength, less will be shift. Because you have read the beta dependence of wavelength on the refractive index. If wavelength is more, refractive index is less, and if refractive index will be less, it means shift will also be less. And beta, our topic is now bending of stick in water. Bending of stick in water. And this diagram is very important from examination point of view. Suppose that this XP is the stick which is immersed in water. Then from point P we have to take two rays. First ray is PS, second ray is PS dash. Now beta, method is same. At the surface rays are striking. At that point you will draw the normal. We will draw the normal at point S and at point S dash. Now the rays are going from denser to rarer medium. This is air and this is water. Rays are going from denser to rarer medium, so they will bend away from the normal. Then what is our next step? Always we have to produce the refracted rays backward, and where they are meeting, the stick will appears to be at point P dash. Actually it is at point P, but to us it will appear at point P dash. This diagram is very important. The next one is beta reverse of the first one. Here object is in the rarer medium, but viewer is in the denser medium. Suppose that this is a fish. Inside the water a fish is there and it is looking at a plant which is in the air. So again a same step will be there beta, that now this O will act as the object, this tree will act as the object. From point O, from any object we have to take two rays. First ray we will take falling normally, so it will go without any deviation. Second ray is beta that OB. Second incident ray is OB. Again method is same. Now ray is coming from rarer to denser medium, from air to water. So what will happen? It will bend towards the normal. Now this refracted ray we have to produce back. Where it will meet, it will be the position of image. Now you see, to the fish this plant will appears to be taller, because the viewer जो देखने वाला है, he or she or it is in the denser medium but object is in rarer medium. So the object will appears to be at more height than it actually is.